Riley, more children are being infected with COVID. So much so, 2 local counties have students learning from home right now. Glasscock County switched to virtual this week after more than 100 people had to be quarantined within the first few days of school. At last check, 17 students and 8 staff members have tested positive in Glasscock County. They canceled sports for all of this week. They say they plan to return to in-person learning August 23rd. Tolliver County also virtual today. They offered COVID tests for students. They are planning to be back in the classroom on August 18th.
Students in South Carolina heading back to the classrooms next week, and whether you've got kids or not, you need to make sure to watch out for those school buses in the morning and the evenings. South Carolina State Troopers say when you're on 2-lane roads, you should stop when a school bus has its red lights on and a stop sign out, no matter what direction you're traveling. When a bus has the yellow lights displayed, that means it's preparing to stop to unload kids. So if you're on a road with more than 2 lanes, the rules are different.
Lanes. When you see a stopped school bus on a multi-lane roadway, you only stop for the school bus if you are traveling in the same direction as the bus. All traffic on the opposite side is never required to stop, regardless of the type of median.
Good rules to remember on the road. The Highway Patrol says most crashes involving young children happen between 3 and 6 in the evening. A new gun law goes into effect Sunday in South Carolina.
That law allows anyone over the age of 21 with a concealed weapons permit to openly carry their gun. Caitlin Stansel explains how police are now preparing for this change.
Every officer in the state is required to watch a new training video on open carry by August 13th, just 2 days before that law takes effect. Charleston Police Chief Luther Reynolds says he and his officers still have a lot of questions about how this new open carry law will work. Gun owners who want to openly carry, they'll be required to apply for a CWP through SLED and complete at least 8 hours of training. But the law states that someone who is openly carrying does not have to respond to an officer if they ask to see their permit unless there's probable cause. Businesses, by the way, they do have the ability to ban weapons inside their buildings. And Chief Reynolds says that he's already heard from some who plan to do so.
And so at the same time that we're going to open it up and have more guns out there openly and things like that, I would just hope that we can do better with the violent criminal offenders. That's more my focus. It's not good people in our communities who want to protect themselves, who helped pass this legislation. We have to honor that. We have to embrace it. We have to make it work, and we will. But I sit in roll calls with my officers, and we got a lot of questions. And this is going to be a difficult thing to navigate.
According to SLED, there were more than 400,000 active concealed weapons permits in the state as of the last day of last year. Open carrying will be banned from the same places concealed carry is banned, like schools.
All right, King does say lock your car doors and store guns in locked areas. He also says it's important for you to know your gun's serial number if you need to report it stolen.
Here in Augusta, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office has named that deputy involved in a deadly crash last night. They say Deputy Casey Donnell was responding to an emergency call near Mike Patchett Highway and Moore Road. They say Deidre Briggs was going the opposite direction and turned in front of the officer's patrol car. Briggs later died. Donnell still being treated for his injuries at the hospital.
In an hour and a half, loved ones will remember a former Jefferson County football player who died Sunday. 19-year-old Quandarius Wilburn was about to start his freshman year when he collapsed during football practice at Virginia Union University. That's near Richmond. Wilburn was taken to the hospital. He died later that day. Loved ones will gather at the Jefferson High School football field tonight at 6:30.
14 people have been charged with recruiting children from Atlanta to sell candy and food in the city's northern way to state representatives and U.S. House of Reps and senators. The latest census data will also play a role in this process, but those numbers have not been released yet. But this meeting starts at 6:30 tonight. Also tonight, McDuffie County Commissioners holding a hearing on curbside trash pickup. The county says the plan is to let one company cover the whole county, but that could also mean a tax increase. We spoke with some people who are not happy about that. If you want to attend the meeting, it's at 6:30 at the government complex front lawn.
Fresh styles on the move. One local woman is making her dream come true, deciding to take her boutique on the road. She's going mobile, and we're not talking about phones. Her styles and where you can find her, coming up.
Well, we are dry here in Augusta.
1.9% APR plus 1,500 trade assist cash on top of your eligible trade on a 2021 F-150. It's trade month at your local Ford dealer.
It's hard enough being stylish, even harder to be one of a kind, but one Augusta woman is doing both, bringing her unique boutique on the road.
Pretty cool stuff here. Our Brianna Collier talked to the owner about why she started this mobile boutique and what it means to be able to make people feel good with what they're wearing.
Welcome to Barbie's Mobile Boutique, the first mobile boutique in Augusta and surrounding areas. Y'all come on in.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
It's pretty hard to miss LaBrittany Reed's mobile boutique, bringing fashion to you.
I will deliver at your home, at school, at church. If you need attire, I will deliver anywhere.
Barbie's Mobile Boutique is what it's called. Step inside, you'll find everything from the trendiest clothing, shoes, purses, and yes, even jewelry.
I sell clothes that I will wear myself. And all my dreams, I always wanted to have a store. So I just put everything, all my dreams into one and just came up with Barbie's Mobile Boutique.
It all started during the pandemic, and like many, Reed had to find alternative sources of income. So she put her creativity to use and used her love of fashion and interior designing to create this one-stop shop on wheels.
I was selling clothes out my house, and a lot of the customers didn't have any transportation. They didn't have any way to go shopping and get items, and a lot of customers were working a lot.
She wanted to bring something different to the area.
Fashion is like a freedom of speech, where you don't have to really talk.
And different it is. First of its kind, actually, in the CSRA.
It's a lot of times, like I wanted to quit or I wasn't confident in myself.
Not only that, but she wanted to be a positive role model to her girls.
I have 2 daughters, and they look up to me, and they are a reflection of me, and I just want to do something positive.
I'll be interested to see what Brianna is wearing tomorrow. I have a feeling she used this as a story assignment and a shopping
Sure. A
assignment.
mobile closet rolls right up in your
Yeah.
house. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, Reed says she'll be having a grand opening at Southgate Plaza on Gordon Highway coming up on Monday. She'll be parked in the parking lot. You can get on board and shop, and you won't be able to miss her.
Well, we love food trucks, so
Yeah.
why not have a boutique truck too? Reed also says whatever she does not have at the grand opening, she'll deliver it to you when it comes in. By the way, she started selling clothes just about 3 months ago out of her house, and she says she designs everything on the bus. So
This is an example of COVID
creativity.
Yes, allowing us to think outside the box, or in this case, outside the store.
bus. Yeah,
Yeah.
good for her. Okay, we've seen some higher temperatures in the last few days.